Hey, what's up Tech Fam? It's Middle Age Guy, and today we will be doing some upgrades on our PC that we have right here. This PC is actually built on this channel more than a year ago, and since then we only had some minor tweaks and some minor upgrades that we did. We just changed and added some LED strip lights for our power and for the power for our GPU. And for today, what we will be doing is we will be upgrading our AIO cooler that we have right here, and we will also be changing out our fans right over here, and we will also be adding some other new fans in this setup that we have right over here. And another thing that we will be trying out and seeing if it will work well is that we will be changing out this glass panel right over here with this mesh panel right over here. Okay, so before we start disassembling this PC build and adding in the new parts, let me show you the components that we will be using in this upgrade. Alright guys, so here we have all the components that we are going to use to improve the aesthetics of our PC that we have over there. As you can see, we have here our 360mm AIO and some fans that we have over here. These are all from Redragon. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You think that Redragon only delivers good keyboards, but no, they have other products that they are offering in their website. Apart from this AIO and fans, they also have PSU, they also have monitors if you are into that. They also have actually some race car driving sim if you are in need of a racing kit. They also have that in their website. So yeah, Redragon also sells other peripherals, other types of products, and what we have over here, courtesy of Redragon, is our 360mm AIO, which we will be using to replace the current AIO that we have right over there, the Deep Cool AIO that we have there. And we also have a RGB fans right over here. This is a 3-pack fans with a futuristic LED illumination and infinity mirror design on the side. So we have some reversed fans right over here, and that we will be using in our bottom portion of our case. And we also have some normal ARGB fans as well right over here. So the only difference between these two is that this one is your normal one. This one will be your ARGB. So why don't we go ahead and open this up and see what we have inside of this AIO and of this fans. All right, so let's start with the AIO. This is the model CCW012W ARGB. So W stands for white. They also have a black color for this AIO, and they have two options. You have the two fans, the 240mm, or these three fans that we have over here, the 360mm fans. So why don't we go ahead and open this up and see what we have inside. Okay, so we have some installation guide, some stickers, your common stickers from Redragon. Even on the AIO, they have the same stickers that they have on all of their keyboards. So let's put this away. So we have our three fans right over here. So I'd say that these ARGB fans are quite good. But as you can see, we need to daisy chain all of this in order for us to have just one connection to our controller and the case. And we also have all our main components, our brackets right over here. So this one supports Intel LGA 1150, 1151, 55, 56, 1217, LGA 1366, 2011, 2011-3, and 2066 for the Intel. And from AM5 up to AM2 they support, and they also support FM2 plus, FM2, FM1 for the brackets that we have for the AIO. Okay, so all of those are right here, and I see here that we also have some thermal paste. So most likely there is no thermal paste here, yeah, which is what we see here in our pump. Usually it would be good that they have already, should they apply the thermal paste already right over here, but it's good enough that they already included some thermal paste right over here in the packaging itself, so we don't need to buy or get new thermal paste for our installation, because we will be needing to remove the current thermal paste that we have right over there. So this is our radiator. So as Redragon's website mentioned that they have a 5-year warranty for this whole set of AIO. So this one will have a 5-year warranty, and this one is maintenance free. Okay, so this AIO pump is maintenance free. You don't need to upgrade or change the liquid or add on the liquid that is inside here. So, and it has a 5-year warranty. And as I can see here, there are 2 ways you can install your fans. Either you install it on top or at the bottom. Should be fine. You have some brackets right over here and also at the bottom right over here. So this is our AIO pump. We have some RGB fans included, and there's an infinity mirror display that they have going on right over here. I'm not sure if this one can be removed. I don't think so. So this one is fully attached, unlike the deep cool AIO that we have, that the mount on the is removable. So you can remove the mount on top of it. But this one looks like it's not removable. Okay. And for all of you guys out there who are going to, not only for this AIO pump, but most of the AIOs, be sure to remember to remove, okay, the cover, the plastic cover right over here once we do our installation, because there are a lot of times that we almost always forget to remove this, and this will cause for the AIO to malfunction and will not dissipate the heat from your processor. Okay, so that's what we have for our AIO pump. Let's put this aside for now. Now let's go ahead and open our fans right here for our reverse fan and our normal fans. Both of these are in white color, and they also have a black color for this one, so you can use it actually to be used for your processor fan as well if you want to. So there's nothing stopping you in doing that. And the one thing that I like about this one is that unlike this one that you need to daisy chain all the cables together, this one will still be a bit messy. Not that messy, but will still be a bit messy. But this one, they mentioned on their website that this actually, you don't need to do some daisy chaining on the cables, because the fans in itself can be connected to themselves without any cables. So what I'm saying is that, you see this one, they already have some connections right over here on the side. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can show it closer. You have some pins here, and on the other side, see this, please tear the sticker before use. So there's some pins right over here. So if you want to connect the fans together, we just need to slot those pins in together and lock it. So if you can see here, there's a lock that we can align each other, make sure that everything is connected. And again, there is an infinity mirror in the middle right over here for the display. They also have the infinity mirror on the side as well. So what I am thinking, especially for this normal fans that we have, since the AIO will be sitting on top of the PC, later on you will see, will be much better if we use these fans on our AIO. Get the AIO here to be sitting like here, so that outside of the PC case we will see all the infinity mirrors on the design of the AIO in itself. Because if you can see what is included in the AIO, this one are just normal fans, so they have ARGB at the bottom, but on the side there's nothing much that you can see. So what I'm thinking is that instead of using this, I'll be using this for the AIO fans, and we will be using this as case fans either in front or at the back of our PC case. Okay, so this is your normal fans, and we also have here the other one. This one are reverse fans. So this one, reverse fans, Usually you don't need to worry about if it's reverse or not, because if you want to use this normal fan as an intake fan, you just need to do this, right? But the thing is that the design in itself is not that great if you just want to use this. So that's why they came up with the reverse fans. So at least you still have all the good designs in front, the way that the manufacturer wanted to show off their designs in the front of the fan. So if you look right over here, these are the reverse fans. Essentially, whatever is the components that we have inside the normal fans, it should be the same for the reverse fans. All right, so we also have 3 reverse fans right over here. And so you can see here, we also have the infinity mirror design for this reverse fan. And as you can see, the difference is on how the fans are oriented. So the air intake will be coming, instead of from here to here, for the reverse fans, it will be from the bottom up. Okay, so usually for normal fans, what we do to remember, it always says that face sucks, so the front will always suck air going to the back. But for the reverse fans, yeah, it's reversed. So what you will be seeing is that everything will be coming from the back going to the front. Okay, so this is what we have. We will be using this at the bottom portion of our PC case. And as you can see that we already actually have a full fan setup in our PC that we have right now. So we will see how we will be able to make use of some of the other fans that we still have right over there and introduce all of these components that we have right over here from Redragon. Okay, so these are the Redragon reverse and the normal fans. So the reverse fans, the code is GCF012W-R, -R meaning for reverse. And of course, this one is the same code, GC50-5012W without the -R. Okay, so that's how you know what one is the version, and the W, again, it's for the white color. Okay, so without the W, that will be the normal color, that will be the black. And the box right over here, this will be the essential cables that we need to use. For example, because even though we can actually connect all of these 3 fans together, we still need to have one connection to be able to connect it to our RGB and fan controller. So one good thing that I like about this is that you are not forced to use this setup as 3 connected fans. Okay, so that's what I was afraid of. But inside, actually, the components that they have given us right here, so they actually included 2 power connections. So it means that you can either use 2 connected and 1 separate, because you have 2 cables, or you can use 3 and you have an extra cable. But what you cannot do is to use this in 3 separate places without connecting them. Actually, it doesn't make sense to buy something like this and you don't connect them together, at least 2 of them, because that's the main purpose of having this type of design, is to make sure that you have a clean setup, a clean cabling that eliminates some of those things that we see often that makes our PC setup a bit, I don't want to say messy, but yeah, I think that's the correct word. So once connected, actually this is what it will look like, just to show you guys. So everything here is already locked, but I haven't removed the tape yet. So this one, even if we plug this in, it will not work. Okay, but this will how it will look like, sturdy. So this one is quite nice because you can actually just screw 4 all the sides, or just add some in the middle just for support, but you don't even need to screw all of the 4 sides of each fan, because it's holding itself together with the connection that they have in the middle. Okay, so, and it's quite easy to remove them as well. So yeah, that's what we have. We have our AIO fan over here, AIO cooler, I mean, with all its fan. And like what I mentioned, what we will be using is that we will be using the normal fans in our AIO, so that we will be able to take advantage of the infinity mirror designs that they have right over here. So as I can check here, I'm not sure it's going to be seen, but I think we need to make sure that the orientation is correct because of the logo of the Redragon showing on the sides. Okay, yeah, so that's it. So let's go ahead and install this in our PC. Okay, before we do that, we need to remove all the components that our AIO pump and our other fans on our PC case. So let's do that, and then we will install all of these things in our PC. Alright, so here we have our PC already stripped down and removed of all the parts that we are going to change in this setup, or the ones that we are going to upgrade, might say. So I have already removed the AIO from top, and I've also cleaned out our processor, our CPU. So I have used a bit of cotton and some alcohol to remove all the thermal paste that are there. It's not that perfect, but yeah, it will do. And we also have removed all the fans at the bottom, at the back. So what we did was actually we retained the two 140mm fans that we have on this side. So we will keep it as intake fans coming from the outside to the inside of the PC. And then we will install two more fans here in front for intake fans as well. So one thing that we have mentioned that we are doing in this is that we will be using the mesh cover for the Montech King 95 Pro. So this one is already included in the package when you buy the case for Montech King 95 Pro. So if you either want to use the glass or the mesh for higher airflow rate on your PC case. So we will be using this one in front of our panel with additional fans, as I mentioned, on this side of the PC case. So before we start installing everything here, let us assemble and build our AIO. So now we need to set up our AIO first, install all the fans so that we'll be able to just place it on the PC case without any problem. So like what I mentioned, we will not be using the fans that we have over right here, and instead we will be using the fans included, but instead we will be using the fans, the GCF012W with the infinity mirrors on the side of the fan. So I think this will look better in our setup for our AIO. Okay, so let's go ahead and again open this box and get our materials that we need for this installation. Alright, so here is our AIO pump. So we will be installing this like this in our PC case. So the fans will be at the bottom, so it will be sucking in air from the inside of the case to outside of the case. So what we need to do is install our fans right over here. So let's go ahead and open these fans up. So this one are the fans that we're going to use over here, and again this one is some easy installation. We don't need to worry about too much cables running around, because what we will be doing is just to, when we remove the stickers, okay, so we see the pins right over here, and then if we see the other side of our fan, we also have the socket for those pins. Okay, so what we need to do is just to install them like so, side by side, the locking mechanism. Make sure that everything is aligned before we plug it in. Okay, so hopefully we don't mess up the pins, so I don't think we will. So we just need to align the locks right over here. So that's done. And then the last one, this one, remove the sticker, and we'll just need to install it on this side. Again, easy, plug it in, and that's it. So we have all our fans ready to go here for our installation in our PC case. Before I do that, I'll remove this now sticker, which is not allowing me. Okay, and then I will plug this in now. Okay, so it's just easy. There's a spot where you can actually plug it in, so just align it there and then push it in so that it will click into place. Okay, so once we have that, we can now install this again here and see how it looks like. So I don't think I can do that. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Then we'll do all the screws. Again, I'll just be doing 6 of the screws. If you want to do this in a crisscross pattern to make the weight distribution balanced, do so. That is the best practice that we all know in doing our screws for our PC building. Okay, then 2 in the middle. And it's so nice that when I already screwed the edges, it will be very easy to screw the middle portion without any alignment whatsoever. Okay, so here is our finished AIO. So we'll remove all these plastics later. So we also have our head over here, and actually what we need to do is to see which one do we need to use for our bracket. So as we mentioned, there's a lot of available brackets over here. So let's just double check our manual. I think it's this one. Right, so we need to install it here on the side. Okay, so it's just a clip-on. It's very easy to clip. So this will be for our AMD, any AMD, AM4, AM5. Okay, and then we need the brackets on the side, which I think is the original bracket for our processor, which I already removed before. Okay, so I guess I need to get that from the box of our processor. Hopefully I still have it. And then for the screws, just need the letter H, which I'm thinking is it this? This one is not properly labeled. I think we need this screw. Okay, this screw is the one that we need. Alright, so it's a good thing that I still have the original brackets from our motherboard. So we will be using this. So let's just put this aside for now and bring up our PC case right over here so we can do the installation for our AIO first. Okay, so now before we bring up our Montech PC case, so we need to install this holding bracket for our AIO in our Montech PC case. So actually Montech made it very easy for us to place our AIO, because once you have installed this in our AIO, it will be easier to place it in our PC case. So let's go ahead and do that. What I need to do is to do it like this. Make sure that everything here aligns properly, and we can have our screws right over here. So again, let's do our crisscross pattern so that everything will be aligned. So we need to make sure that we have enough screws that we use here, because this will be holding our whole AIO, and it should not fall inside our case. Right, so I'm not locking it in place yet, so I wanted to make sure that I have most of it in, and then I can adjust where I want it to be before I lock it in. Alright, sometimes 4 may be enough, but we will add on a few more screws, maybe 4 more screws, so that it has support in the middle. Okay, so now that we have that, so we'll bring up our PC case right now. And another thing that I want to do before bringing up our PC case is to remove all this plastic, okay, because I think it will be harder for us to remove this later on. Oops. Did that just broke? Oh, so I don't think that's this one broke. Where are you? Here you go. Here you go. All in the middle as well. And on this side. So, okay, so after removing that, let's place this on one side. So what we need to do is, for this, like I mentioned, it should be easy for us to place this because of that bracket that is holding it up. I just need to push this in place and it should lock our AIO in place here. Alright, and then we can screw this up. So without that bracket, it will be much easier to install this AIO itself. So let me go on the other side to do this screws. Then again, doing the crisscross pattern, I'll do the bottom portion first. Alright, so everything is there. Just screw it all in. And we can now install our AIO pump. So based on the photo of the AIO pump, it should be right like this, because apparently the bracket should be on both of these sides. Anyway, let's put the bracket first so that will not get. All right, so once that's in, we need the screws for. So what will happen is that when we place this pump here, alright, it's a bit tight on why we need to do it like this. So it will look something like this. Okay, so there's a tension on the cable, but I think it will loosen up shortly. So what we need to do is actually plug it in like this here and clip it over here, this, right? So it will be more stable. Yeah, now I see. Yeah, it looks more stable this way. So let's also do the other side. I don't know why I did it like this. Anyway, here we go. Alright, so now, moment of truth. What we need to do is to place our thermal paste. So it's up to you how you want to place your thermal paste. You can actually use a spatula to evenly put the thermal paste in. There's a lot of techniques to use, but the easiest one is just to do a pea size thermal paste in the middle. Like so. I'll just use everything since this one is for one-time use anyway. Right, everything in, and I'll let gravity do the rest. So again, don't forget to remove the plastic cover here. So it needs to touch the metal portion of our AIO pump. Okay, so let's align this. Make sure that we grapple onto the sides, on both sides, before locking it in place. Okay, so once you are aligned, just gradually lock this in place. Okay, tight but not too tight. Okay, so that is our AIO pump, and now we get to install, or plug this into the AIO pump right over here. And for this one, it will be our CPU fan. Okay, so let's do that now. We'll do the cable management later. We'll just need to make sure that everything is running properly first. Okay, so we have our RGB and AIO pump. Alright, so let's go ahead and install our AIO pump right over here for our AIO pump. So this one is only a 3-pin, so hopefully that's okay. And then this one will route it at the back for the RGB. Alright, there it goes. And then we'll just keep everything connected later on. Okay, and for our PC fans as well. So one, we will connect it here for our PC fan. So let's do that. All right, so this is the extension. So we need to use this one. So for the PC fan, let's just install this. Yeah, let's keep it down. And this one will be installed right over here. Okay, and then the rest we will tuck it in later on for our RGB. Okay, that's all good to go. Now we need to install our reverse fans down here at the bottom, our infinity reverse fans. So we get all of those. So same thing here, we have all our fans right over here, so let's remove all these stickers first. So it'll be easier for us. Okay, and this one as well. Right. And let's remove all the stickers here as well. The stickers on the normal fans is much more satisfying to remove than this one. Okay, then we just need to plug this in together, same as what we did earlier for our normal fans in our AIO. So once you align this, make sure that plug it in correctly. Then the other one as well, like so. Alright, then we have our AIO fans for the bottom, and we need to install the power cable here as well. I'm not sure if I misplaced it, but apparently only the reverse fan has 2 power cables. Normal fan only has 1. I only saw 1. I'll check it out with the Redragon as well, just to be sure, and I'll update you guys. Okay, so once you install that, see how easy it is. And then we'll just need to place this here at the bottom. Right, align it. I'm not sure where we should align this. I think the slots are here, but that one will cause us to, I think we need to do it like this because it doesn't allow me to bring the cables here. Okay, so we'll do it like this, and we'll route the cable at the back. Again, for the screws for this one, we don't actually need to screw all 12 of this. We'll just do 6, like the one that we did there. And this one is much more stable because it's in the bottom portion, so it will not actually, fall into anything. So we are safe. Actually, we are safe even if you just want to do 4 of this here, but let's do 6. Okay, that's 2. Then I need to reach into that portion, which as of now I can't because it's too tight. Let me do the ones that I can reach first. And I'll show you a tool that I have in my multi-screw driver set here that can help us reach those tight places. So you see here, I have this one, an additional plug in you can screw in, so it not only stretches out, but it will let you actually bend over and screw this in very tight places, I might say, like this. So I just need to do is do this, and it will be able to allow me, just need to know where to screw clockwise, counterclockwise. So it will allow me to get into those tight places and screw this portion in. All right, so now we have our fans for the bottom, and now I'll be getting our normal fans that we got on the AIO. Remember, we have this for the AIO, and then we will be installing this at the back and at the front. Okay, so let me do that now and make sure that I place it in a way that we'll be able to hide most of the cables. Okay, again, let's try that one more time. All right, we have our back fan. Let's go and install the fan in the front. So we have two fans here. We need to install. There should be an easier way to do it. Let me just do this. I'm just being lazy, but actually we can remove this whole thing to install the fans. Okay, I was just being lazy. Sorry about that. So now we'll have a fairly easy time to install this fence. Lock this in place. All right, so here we have all our fans installed. The AIO pump with the infinity fans, our regular fans over here, and our infinite fans at the back, and we kept two of the 140 mm fans at the back right over there. So let me just go ahead and do a cable management, and I will get back to you shortly. All right, so we have done our cabling as much as we can. It's not the prettiest, but it will do. So just a little bit of review what we have installed here. We have changed our AIO pump. Let's remove the sticker here. All right, then we have our infinity mirror fans that we have installed right over here, and the included fans that we have for the AIO. We have installed it, two in front and one at the back. And then we have our reverse fans with the infinity mirror at the bottom as well. So now let's go ahead and plug this in and make sure that everything is working properly. So guys, what do you think about the upgrade that we did on our PC setup that we have right over here? Currently, this will be the maximum airflow that you can have on this Montec King 95 Pro. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 intakes for the airflow, and we have 4 exhaust fans that we have, 3 on the AIO and 1 at the back for this setup that we have in this PC. And I would really love to know what you think about this upgrade that we did on this PC, both on the aesthetic looks of it and of course the functionality of the upgrades that we did on this PC setup. And if you're interested in any of the parts that we have used in this PC upgrade, the AIO pump, the easy daisy chain fans that we have on top and at the bottom, the reverse fans as well with the infinity mirror on the sides, which looks really great. In my opinion, I would like to know what your opinion is. Put it down in the comment section below. So if you are interested in any of those parts, I will leave the link of all those parts in the description below. And also, if you use our coupon code MiddleAgeGuy, you will get an additional 10% discount on any of your purchase on the Redragon shop website. Again, thank you guys for watching us today, and I hope you like our video that we did today with the upgrade on this PC setup that we have right over here. And I hope I will catch you in more of our videos in the future. So why don't you hit that subscribe button right over here and maybe watch more of our videos up here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!